Hi guys, this is just a quick video just to show you the concept for White Lane Lets, just to show you where we are so far. I'm not too far away from being done, depending on what new images you want, new content you want, etc. But from the concept that I showed you a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, obviously I've been on jewellery service and whatever else, but I've finished now. I've moved what was the static concept into WordPress, so it's all built. All the pages are built. I've exported the data from the current site into this new site. We're having a whole new kind of site. There's a whole new back end to this, which I'll show you in a minute. But obviously the front page probably looks similar to how I showed you before. I've changed the phone numbers a little bit and the social links at the top a little bit. By the time I started styling, everything seemed to go in the middle, and it seemed to work better with the logo in the middle. Obviously the background as it was before, and the apartments on the home page as it was before, so maybe just slightly different. I've also signed up for a Book-a-Let account. Obviously this is under my name at the minute. I can transfer it over to you guys obviously, and I've just created an example apartment just to kind of get me started and see what information I can get out of there, and see what information I need to put into the back end of WordPress. So this is the back end of the site, which you guys are probably familiar with. My sliders I've completely revamped over the last kind of 12 months. They're very different. Apartments are obviously all in their own little place, and I've made you some theme options as well, which I want to talk about as well. So going back to the front page of the site, obviously this is all the apartments. These are in whatever order we want. They're in alphabetical order at the minute. We can have as many as we want. If you only want to show 3, or you want to show 6, you can show as many as we want. This is obviously showing all of them, and obviously all this information. So this is the feature image, the title, how much it is from, how many people sleep in there, Wi-Fi included, pets, TV, a little bit of overview of the apartment, and obviously the link to the apartment. And that's the main apartment page, so quite a bit of information. Now what I want to just quickly do is just show you this in the back end of the website. So if I go onto the WordPress apartments and edit the beach hut, all that information that's on the home page for that apartment and each individual apartment all comes from this page, apart from obviously information from Book-a-Let. But that's the main text about the page, which is here, which I've also done little links for as well. Apartment details. Keep scrolling it down, you've got the front page information, which you can put what you want on it, how much it is to and from, which obviously is to and from per week, how many it sleeps, which will obviously put in this and this, checkout time, check-in time, is Wi-Fi included, pets included, TV included. So obviously that will include the little icons on the home page if you tick or untick that box, and obviously it'll determine whatever's specified here. So if we say there isn't a TV for argument's sake, an update, that'll now say TV not included, for example. So if we keep scrolling it down, you've got your will consider options, access, travel links, and family friendly text, which is the next box down. So that's all these options here. And then you've also got your summary details, the next box down as well. So that's all this information, which is just text. So basically you can put in there whatever you want. I've just obviously formatted it similar to how it was before. So at the top we've got the rates link, which is the Book-a-Let script. So if you scroll up to the top, you've got your rates. That's that link that makes that work basically, and put it in a little box. The links, obviously I've put quite a few at the top, so you can go straight to the video. You've got your reviews as well at the bottom, and again these come from the back end of the site. I'll come back to reviews in a second, sorry. You've got your availability script, which is next, which is that one. So again it's all from Book-a-Let, which goes through, select your date, how many nights, and away you go. That's how you start to book it. That's all through Book-a-Let. You've also got your video link, which basically determines or brings in that video. You've got your pack download, which I wasn't sure if you guys want to still continue using the packs, but obviously I've kept the link in, and the link is obviously still at the top. And then you've got your reviews, which I said I'd come to before. But obviously this is all totally revamped. You can now add as many reviews as you want. It's not automatic. I was going to make it automatic, but I thought you guys might want to reword it maybe slightly and and kind of you guys can figure what reviews you want to appear on what pages. But basically you can say, oh, well, let's get rid of review 2. We can edit that if we want to. You can add another one if you want to. Move it around. Do whatever you need to do. Update. Refresh the home page. And that just appears as a review in whatever order you've told it to be. Down the bottom of the page is the gallery, so that's all the images. So if we go manage gallery, that's all the images that are appearing on the home page at the minute. But we can add to that if we want to. Pick an image, add to gallery, and there we go. You can reorder them if you want. Drag and drop and update, and that's your gallery at the bottom. Now what I have done with the gallery, I've made it so the images are a set height but not necessarily a set width, so they won't always necessarily be square. So if you wanted to have your portrait images, the script would kind of say, oh, is there another one, and put them side by side, so you might end up with a landscape one, 2 portrait ones, kind of reconfigure it to however will work. And obviously if you click on them, it will give you the blow up option as well, the light box as we call it. So I think that's all the options on your apartment. I've also totally revamped the sliders if you wanted to use any kind of image sliders anywhere around the site. Just nice and simple. You can make a new one if you want to make a new one at the top. Upload an image, give it some text if you want to give it some text, and obviously if you wanted to add a video in it, you can add a video in there as well. It was an option that was on the original homepage concept. So have an image and have the video in it, the main video if you wanted it. That slider I have actually put on just the bottom of the home page just to show you. So that's the image, that's the description, and then the video. Just pause when you click off it as well, and again you can maximise it so you can have a look at the images that way as well. Alright. Now with every site we're now creating, we are actually doing these videos, but we are actually creating some theme options as well, which you can edit and you can use. The main one being the training video. This is where your training video will be. I'll embed it into the site. This is just the last one we did for Daisy Moo Buntings a couple of months ago. Link to our YouTube channel, which will be where all the videos will be, and a link to our website. But this is will be the more interactive kind of teaching material rather than writing a manual. YouTube just seems to work. But I've put some general options here, which is where your logo will be. You can change your logo if you want to. You can change your background if you wanted to. How your background works. So if you had another image, you just wanted to be the image full size, and you wanted to use that as a full size background. Keeps your background. Do whatever you want. You can change it to whatever you want. I think it's fixed and tiled is the one, which basically means the image will stay there, but tiled means it will repeat. Obviously not fixed, it will just scroll as the page scrolls. I've also added in the login logo and background, which is when you actually log into the WordPress admin. That's the background and logo you can see. Just save that. You've got your footer information, which is the copyright information at the bottom, and normally hard code that. But obviously you can do what you want to do with that. A bit of SEO work. And obviously the social links at the top, you can change your social links or email address that it uses, which are these links here. You can edit them, do what you want to do with them, but at the minute obviously goes to YouTube, goes to YouTube channel, YouTube Plus goes to YouTube Plus account. So that's your theme options. Obviously going forward, just want to see what images you maybe want to change, what other content you want to change. The content itself at the minute, although I'm going to style it differently, is obviously very similar to what was on the current site. I'm going to change this around a little bit. I'm not overly keen on the way this looks, so I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Obviously the contact page is very similar, I think that's okay. Google Maps, I need to add the contact form back in. and I still need to do some responsive work. Obviously for the mobile side of things, I haven't done a lot about that at the minute. It was just concentrating on this and more obviously building these apartments and back ends. This has taken me quite a while to get all this information in and get all these different options working, and gallery working, and the code working, reviews working. So it's taken a bit of doing, but just wanted to show you where we are so far. Let me know your thoughts. I'll speak to you guys soon. Right, cheers.